Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. It's the USC Trojans and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Trojans kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And the opening kickoff sails out of bounds. Maybe a little bit of nerves and hopefully not an omen for the way this season's going to go. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. Let's talk about Alabama. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Alabama quickly back to the line. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. He's loose on the right. The 40. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
He's just outside the 20-yard line, stopped at the 21 after a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Looking for a man, it's Montgomery. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Powers through the defender. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfectly.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Ready.
Handoff to the lone back. At the 40, there he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. Drives inside. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
It's really nice to see this offense bounce back. That first possession, man, they go 3 and out. They really struggled, and now starting to put a drive together, get their feet a little bit wet. Now you can see they're starting to get pretty comfortable.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. With the run on 1st and goal. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. Keeps it himself. Pitches it back. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to throw, it's Montgomery. Caught. There he goes. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. The Trojans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Motion from the back. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Caught. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. DB's right up on the receivers. Throws it off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Lost to throw again. Trying to beat the D deep. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Montgomery. That pass is incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Fourth down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes a grab past the marker. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted to 4th down to keep the drive going.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking for running room. Swapped immediately. Zone play. Crowd alive. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. He's there to make the stop.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the running back. He was trying to reach the sticks, but he doesn't quite make it down at the 23. It's 4th down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. And there he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. Special teams proving to be special.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Pulls it. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Sends it back in motion. Throwing Russell. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Changing the routes with his receiver. Moving the pocket, it's Russell. Got it. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Again, it's Russell. Right side, it's Edwards. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Keelan Russell. Left side is Edwards. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy this defense has got to be ready for.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll try to spread out this defense on 2nd and 3 with a 4 wide out set. Again, it's Russell. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. Timeout taken here by the offense. 5 seconds showing on the clock. They'll have an opportunity to put up points, either throwing to the end zone or maybe trying a field goal here. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with FIU taking on the North Texas Mean Green.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
And it's FIU looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Lets it fly. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
keep it on the ground. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Could not make his way to the corner. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The Trojans will try to pick it up on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They go play action with Russell. Throwing right. Got a man. It's Hamilton. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the run, it's Edwards. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, a double pass. Look out. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. Back's got it on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
And picking up the first down will be nice here, but also important, get some cushion for the punt team. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got him downfield. Flying out to the left. At the 30. He's at the... and he scores! Touchdown, Trojans! Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Russell. Going deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. The lone back's got it. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now looking for that first down on third and short from the 26. Right back to it. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for room. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Throwing Russell. Turns it upfield. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Turning it on. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The running back has it. Driven back.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Snags it and he's open. stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Russell on play action. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Second and long here. Keelan Russell. Out wide right, it's Edwards. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Alabama quickly back to the line. Gets the back moving. Run the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Defenses understand I got to take away my throwing lanes and then react to that running back. What does the QB do? Checks the ball down, thinks his running back can make the play in space. The defense says absolutely not. Breaks on the football, gets him down on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Finds his man.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Making the adjustment on the play. Direct snap. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you got to have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Over the middle, it's Smith. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Takes the easy completion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these big running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Quick give. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. The kick is on its way. On the return. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Caught behind the line. It's Russell. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. Out wide left, it's Edwards. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
Trying to get the corner. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the chains for this offense. Now the Tide uses its third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Russell. Left side is Hamilton. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air. It's Russell. He tries to take the top off. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
Throwing Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's picked off at the goal line. Got some room to run. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess